Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Halo 2. This is episode 7 in the series, and today we're going to be playing the episode of Regret. This is one of my favorite episodes, or one of my favorite levels in the Halo campaign, this one and some that are coming up. So I'm really excited here to be doing this one. It's definitely an interesting one. As you can see, it's a little bit on the longer side, because I think I got some deaths in there, and I think I mess around a little bit, trying to stay on the safer side this time playing through Halo, but it is a really fun one, so encourage you to enjoy it. There we can see the actual Prophet of Regret, and we'll get to hear what he's about here.
The Prophet of Regret is planning to activate Halo.
Well, that's not good.
I shall light this holy ring, release its cleansing flame, and burn a path into the divine beyond.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's it. Pretty much. I love Cortana in this game. It's definitely like a spot-on representation of everything we need. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'll let the rest of the intro play out, and then I'll meet you back here once the gameplay starts.
The rings work the same way. The index should be inside.
I'll bet the Covenant are thinking the exact same thing.
Then we better beat them to it, Sergeant. Extract your men and meet me at the library.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll secure the index, Chief. You take out the Prophet. He's given us all the intel we need.
And now the gameplay has started, so we're picking up right where we left off. We killed all those super high-level elites in this room in the last episode. You can see here there's some enemies spawning in that we have to take care of. They've tracked down our location, I guess, and we're going to have to deal with them. There's these flying things, man. I progressively, like, I love and I hate them. I get the concept of them, like having some cool aerial support enemy for the Covenant. But man, they could be annoying, and I hate it when they get down low like that, because it's like, I'm looking for them up high. I see the little green lasers that they're using, but it's hard to find them. I think the biggest thing with them is they probably should have introduced like a standalone weapon that they use, rather than using the plasma pistol, because I don't know what I'm dealing with. Like, there's times where I could be confused as to what's around the corner, solely because they don't have like their own sort of weapon there. And this is giving me a sniper, so I'm assuming I should probably take it. I'm not going this way. Nope, I'm getting shot at by a sniper. Yeah, there's some Covenant here. Maybe we can work around this a little bit without using the sniper. I've used the sniper a lot recently. And that probably is because my playstyle is a little bit more conservative here than it normally is, but at some point in time, I like to get back into the action of Halo 2 being like an intense combat game. And I feel like if you're just solely sniping, it could take away from that a little bit. There's definitely a guy back here. Oh, there's a shotgun. I'm not going to pick up the shotgun. Really? I might not have even noticed it. Either that or I'm killing enemies before I go back and get it. I don't know what my logic would be to not pick up the shotgun, because the shotgun is one of my favorite weapons in all of Halo. And in this game, it's still not nerfed. It's still pretty ridiculous in nature to the damage it does. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching the 5-minute mark. My dog is drinking some water, so hopefully that's not disturbing. And we're gonna have ourselves a soda pop here to move along. I might have honestly just picked up like some different guns this level just to add some variety, because I feel like we've been using... Oh, no. As I say that, I pick up the sniper. I'm gonna pick up the plasma pistol, though. Like I said, I tend to play these like a day or two in advance. Maybe even 3 in some cases, so sometimes I'm not really sure, but I'd rather be ahead of schedule than behind. So sometimes it just depends on the general thoughts of the day, you know? What are we actually going to do for this episode? Are we going to play conservative, or are we going to play it aggressive? Okay, there's a lot of them. Hopefully we have some grenades. That would be the wise thing to do right now. Yep. Is there anything else going in? Trying to look for... Oh, he's got a shotgun too. You know what? That's why I didn't take it, because I was going to take my teammate's shotgun. That's why I didn't steal it. That makes more sense. I don't tend to like to do that unless I'm so out of options that like stealing the teammate's weapon is legitimately going to save my life. And here I think I can get through without the shotgun, so I'm gonna opt to not take it from my team member and just go through the way that I'm supposed to go through. Might hear some background noise here for a second. Oh, my apologies. Got stung in the ankle by a bee here this week, and I'm allergic to that, so my ankle's like swelled up like the size of a softball right now, which is beautiful. But yeah, just taking off my shoes there so that way I can let my feet sort of relax as I do this here. Okay. Can we take him out? This seems like it should be a clean headshot, because I just have to line it up with this barrier here. And maybe take out the snipers first. He's coming. I don't really think I can ignore him. And the snipers in this game are heavily annoying. They're not unbearable, but I know on like harder difficulties they are a one-hit KO, and it is such a pain to deal with them. I guess that guy's just gonna bolt through. Okay, boom, boom, take him out. That didn't take him out? I think I missed the second one. But I think they have a sniper like right around here somewhere. That's my running theory at the moment. Maybe not, because we got the checkpoint, so maybe they already killed him from afar. I should be dual-wielding the plasma rifle anytime I pick it up. It's like the one gun that really doesn't have much consequences for dual-wielding, and all the pros outweigh every single con that's presented. I mean, you get like a recoil-free weapon to just spam attacks at. Ooh, the carbine. I love the carbine. Okay. Don't want to challenge that thing. Oh, there's brutes. Okay. Let's see if we can stick them with the stickies. I know that's supposed to be a one-hit KO. But maybe for the brutes it's not, unless you stick them in their sensitive spot on their back there. Okay, I'm just gonna unload and hope for the best here. Oh boy. Get out of the way, man. Okay, he took out one. He got him shot in the back. I don't think he'll be able to take out another one, though, because I think he's going to get annihilated. Ooh, okay. Risky. Even more risky. Let's get out of here. If I could find that shotgun, that would be of tremendous help right now. These guys are actually pretty quick, so having this little area back here to hide in is greatly beneficial at this point. Plus, you never know when he's going to shoot you with this blaster there. I don't think the energy swords are really a great option against him either. Like, I've tried to use them through this Let's Play. You'll see in later episodes, and it does not go so well for me. Now I can't find him. I want to get in this little corridor here. There he is. Okay. Get up close and personal. There we go. We got him. Not too bad. When they're the only enemy on the field, they're not like a huge pain to deal with. But like as soon as we introduce other enemies alongside of them, they become so much trouble. I'm gonna go back over here, see if I could find that shotgun, because that would be tremendously helpful. There's that, but that's out of ammo. Maybe the shotgun was out of ammo by the time the person died. Seems unlikely, but it's possible. I think we're just waiting for reinforcements to arrive here at this point, along with the Covenant to rock up on our transport over there. So we could take some time to make our way all across the land here. Just doing some exploration. Yeah, there we go. We get some weapons heading onto here. Very good. I don't know if I want the sniper. There's a shotgun. I want the shotgun. I kind of need to get rid of the energy sword, though. Yeah, I kind of need something for... I don't even know if I want the shotgun and the sniper. It's kind of a bad... like either really long range or really short range. But I might be able to use the sniper to pick some shots off first. And then switch over to the combat rifle once we're ready to board. Like something that's full of ammunition right prior to leaving this little spot here. That might be the smarter of the moves. I was going to try and shoot him without aiming down, being as ammunition right now isn't really a threat to us. Oh, get out of the way. I was just going to say I don't see anybody else, but there we go. There's an elite. And he would have definitely been a problem. Okay, now I think we're pretty clear to get on there. I guess I'll take the SMG. I guess that's fair. I should have likely went for the car, or the rifle there instead, but there's some ammunition from the dead carcasses here on the ship. None of our ammunition, but at least there's a variety of guns here that I could choose from. There's a carbine, there's a little green pistol. There's got to be a button to start this thing, so let's go around and find that. I think it's down here, maybe? No. Those are glass, so I'm not going to fall through them. Okay, there we go. I love how much care really went into like the design of like these. They're ancient, but they're futuristic at the same point in time. It's a really cool art style that they chose to pick here. Yeah, actually the SMG was a good choice here, because it'll be helpful for killing these little turds here. I don't think I shot him once. Making our way across the land. Or floating across it. Kind of cool how it like tilts and stuff that. I think it's going to stop here and we're going to have to kill everybody on the other side. I think there might be 2 stops like this. I don't see anybody over there just yet. Okay, there they are. Let's throw some grenades. Give them a rough time. Okay, full health. Some of these green guys got over. That's no surprise there. It's going to be hard to kill the elites with this gun at that distance, though. Let's throw some grenades. Hopefully that does the trick. Or chases them off, so that way they actually have to step off the thing. Because otherwise I'm not really sure like what the best case. Like, I'm definitely not wasting shotgun ammunition on them. Okay, that was the last one. I probably could have waited and let my Marines do some of the work there, but at the same point in time, it's nice to progress. Dual wield? Maybe we should. Yeah, that one has more ammunition. This is another gun, it really doesn't hurt to dual wield. I mean, this gun's pretty weak, it doesn't do a ton of good to dual wield, but it certainly doesn't do any bad. Just checking on my guys there, making sure they're all swell. We're approaching the landmass here. I'm gonna imagine, being as it's Halo, that there's gonna be a bunch of guys up here wanting to kill us as soon as we land. I think we have to do this sort of deal twice, if memory serves me right. I don't think this is like the final. Let's see if we can get a mega shot off on this guy. I am unsure if that hit. It definitely didn't kill him. I can see that much. But I don't know if that actually hit him or not. But we're going to get a platform to walk across to come inside anyways. I think by rights, like the best way to use this is to like use one side and then use the other side, so that way you infinitely don't have a weapon without ammunition, or like a weapon that's not loading, if you know what I mean. Well, that guy was just cowering for his life. That's sad. It was almost like a pity kill. Yeah, I guess the downside of using this is that I'm so not used to using these that my shooting comes across as clunky. Yeah, make sure that last shot did it, Average Joe. You're good. It was all you, brother. Go down this way. Just trying to clear him from a distance here. Shoot one of those. See if that blows anybody up back there. And then we'll circle around, take them head on if anybody survived. I thought I saw little bugs. The little bug their eyes. Yeah, they're up there. I'm gonna assume we have to go up then. Up one of these pillars here. This seems a little obscure to get up, but I mean, I guess sure. I don't know if the Marines are going to follow me. Doesn't seem like an area that they would come to. But we can give it a go. Is this where we're supposed to looking to see if anybody else is coming through. Don't see anybody. This looks like a little ledge here. There's a bazooka up here, which is pretty helpful. I'll take that. Not sure if there'll be a use for it, but that seems like a nice hidden gun find. Sometimes they stash away some helpful things like that, and a bazooka is definitely welcome. This would be a poor use for the bazooka, thank God, Average Joe. I thought you were going to shoot him at point-blank range. It would not surprise me based on things that I've done in the past.
Looks like we're going down. Unless you prefer to swim.
Okay, I don't want to fall down there. There's definitely a button that I need to locate. Oh no, it's coming. But it's full of people. Is it going to come out this side? Because yeah, this will be a fun use of the shotgun. Not so fun, actually. That was pretty pathetic. Not a strong display of the shotgun on its full capabilities there. But I'm sure it will have more chances in this Let's Play to prove itself. Especially being as we know we've already seen the Flood on this Halo ring. They're here, and if you remember Halo 1, the shotgun is pretty darn effective against them. This is really cool. I don't understand the logistics of it, like how this would ever possibly work, but it is a cool idea. So I will give them that. Yeah, I could never fathom this actually working, like even if it was properly designed in every way possible.
He's asking the other prophets to forgive his premature arrival, arguing that no human presence was foretold. That explains why there were so few ships in his fleet. But it's odd a prophet would have such bad intel about his enemy's homeworld.
Yes, it is. It's almost like it was deliberately bad, Cortana. I'm not sure if this prophet was more like a standalone. I don't really think we get a good explanation for that. We might. If it's in comics or books, please don't tell me, because I'm not going to read a comic or a book to figure it out. But it's interesting. I feel like you just grossly underestimated us, is the actual long short of what happened. Or he didn't think we were going to fight it? I don't know. I don't know if it's ever told to us. Like, at least explicitly. Okay, so there's definitely some grunts down there. I kind of don't want to use my shotgun against grunts, though, and all I have is a bazooka to combat. Guess I'm gonna have to. See, the shotgun's nice at close range, but once I start to get far enough away, I mean, even against a grunt, it's pretty pathetic. You're not getting away. I've seen what your plasma grenades do to me. You get lucky once, and it's all over. I'm taking them all out. With that being said, we made it almost a whole 20 minutes. Let's open another soda pop, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Making my way downtown. Doo-doo-doo. It's a carbine. That honestly might be better than a bazooka. Yeah, I don't know. It's so hard to turn up a bazooka, because if they give you one, especially if it was hidden like that, there's going to be a really good use for it at some point in time. There's a hologram of the prophet. He's speaking to everybody, so he's clearly somewhat close by. Oh, that's a guy you want to deal with in a real hurry. Killing him, I'm going to guess, is going to alert a bunch of other guys to my location. These damn bugs are so annoying. I would imagine the shotgun would at least do enough to kill the bugs. Even at a good range. I mean, come on. That's sort of like what I imagine the shotgun would excel at the most with the Covenant. Right, like a bird shot, kind of. Is that a hunter? That's what that was for. And I still got like 3 more shots. Look at that. There's probably another hunter out there that I just didn't notice. That's what you're for, buddy. Thank you, rocket launcher. Yep, there's another one. So it's just made to make our life easier. I probably didn't need to shoot all the bullets that I shot, but I'm going to pick up the carbine. I think I'm going to go and get the energy sword if I can do so safely, and if it's still there and hasn't spawned out, because sometimes that does happen and it's super annoying, but I'm not gonna talk bad about Halo 2 this episode. Actually, out of all the Halos, Halo 2 and Halo 3 are pretty much the most consistent. Combat Evolved is a little glitchy, but it's like also the first game, so you can't blame it too hard. But yeah, future Halos past Halo 3, yeah, even ODST and Reach are probably okay. Anything past that, once you get to like Halo 4, Halo 5, Halo Infinite, they tend to get pretty crappy. And to be honest, I don't even know if we'll play it that far. I'd like to, just because I'm a huge Halo fan. I have never played. I stopped at Halo 3 ODST, so I'd like to play that. I understand the story of Reach, but I've never fully completed it. But I'd like to go back and play everything, understand some of the hate that comes out of some of the newer games, because conceptually I get it, but I've never played it to feel how janky it is. And the Jackals can be a royal pain. Okay, I'm out of ammo. Go back and get the energy sword, Average Joe, come on. It's tough because then I have two really close combat weapons, I think is my thought logic as to why I didn't pick it up earlier. Right, the shotgun's only good at close distances, and the energy sword, you really have to close the distance in order to even approach the enemy. And my guys probably aren't going to follow me because there's other hostiles there. That was some miserable shooting. That's not a knock on the gun, that's a knock on Average Joe. And that was even worse. See, I shot him once, and then I just beat him to death because I was so ashamed by my misfire there that I didn't want to waste another shot. And then I hear the guy behind me has a shotgun, which is good news, so when he dies, I know I'm going to get ammo. Which is always helpful. I'm going to check these areas. I actually think this might be the final battlefield, and maybe you get like 20 minutes worth of death. No, it's definitely not. Yeah, I was going to say, because I remember something else happening. Anybody want to guess? There's invisible elites. And when there's invisible elites, you know what that means. There he is. There's an invisible elite with a sword. Who would have guessed? At least the spawn point is right outside this door, so I know I can... Oh no, it's actually 2 doors away? Oh, do I have to clear this whole area out again? No, okay, they just spawned back there. Okay, little goofy. But honestly, not the end of the world. That could have been like the last couple that we left off, too, because I don't think we killed everybody. Right, I was just saying they're probably not going to follow me because they have to kill everybody there. But this here, because I waited a little bit, it'll give them a minute or two to, like, slowly approach me. Yeah, and then even if I do chip damage from a grenade, at least I could see them. Now I need to get back. I could see him. He's clear as day right there, and he's coming this way. Okay, buddy. Maybe don't get in the way of a guy with a shotgun. Maybe that's not the best idea in the world. Okay, I saw him for a second. Yeah, there he is. Okay. Get down. I love that the elite, or our soldiers take cover and stuff. It's like, they're smart enough. I would never write home about, like, the AI in this game. Like, it is kind of goofy. Pick that up for a brief moment just to sort of spray to see if there's any other invisible ones, but it doesn't look like that's the case. Is it? An invisible grunt! I think there's another one, too. I didn't know that was a possibility. That was close. Pick up that energy sword. I didn't know you could have an invisible grunt. That's the first I'm hearing about it. Maybe I've just killed somebody that I don't notice and they're usually not a threat, and I kill them in an effort to kill the elite anyways, so I never noticed. I don't know, let me know in the comments below if this is like the first time that happens, because to my knowledge that's the first time that happened. No, okay. Yeah, there's another water sea travel exploration thing. I was gonna say, I thought so. I didn't think he was in this building. He's in the next one. Maybe, because we're still only about halfway through, but I do know I die plenty times on him. Are you guys in here? Okay. As long as I got one other guy with me. That makes me feel a little bit better. Under the sea. Do 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 do. I think this guy gets mad because like I just sort of stare at him and he's like, "Stop pointing your gun in my face," if I remember correctly.
Listen to this. Your haste has jeopardized the fulfillment of our covenant, threatened our grand design. That you shall be spared a public display of our contempt is thanks only to Mercy and his wise...
Well, they're not happy we're here.
Mercy, regret. 3 prophet hierarchs. Killing regret should shake up the covenant leadership. But frankly, it sounds like you might be doing truth a favor.
I do think if anything is clear, it's that we need to kill regret here. I don't know. I didn't hear him say anything. Maybe I'm just remembering that, but if he did, it's because my speakers are a little bit too low, but I thought he was like, "Stop pointing that in my face," or something like that. Oh, buddy, don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna die. Let's make sure nothing's behind us. Don't, sir, don't. Okay, good. It should be me that takes him on. Because when there's one, there's more. Yeah, and there's 2 right there. Did you take one down? Okay, I'll take the other one for you, buddy. Good job. Teamwork makes the dream work, buddy. Pick up one of these guys. What do we got over here? Carbine rifle. Let's go.
Look at us go! Come on!
And the lighting here is... I don't know if it's just my television, but man, it is pretty rough to see things. There he is. Okay. I don't know how you didn't hear me. Check him out. Just checking all around. Taking things in. It's been a long time since I played. Oh, we're going back outside. Okay. So this isn't where we kill regret. We have a whole nother section before we get to kill regret. Or at least attack him. Oh man, they're ricocheting and they're hitting me. That's actually pretty cool that they could do that. Is it a little cheesy? Absolutely. I'm sure if you're dying it doesn't feel swell. But it at least gives some of the smaller grunts and things like that something that they can use that is somewhat effective against you. Because otherwise all they really got is the rocket launcher, which can one-hit kill, but I mean, how many small guys can you give the rocket launcher? And then the only other option is the little green pistol, which does nothing. And then it wouldn't make sense, like, logically, right, for the little guys to also carry the same weapon that the elites carry. So I kind of like that the elites have their own weapon. That's what I was sort of saying about those little bug guys, is they really should have introduced a weapon for those guys. I don't care what it was. It would have to be something like long range. Maybe like a quick burst. You know, like the equivalent of like a 3-round burst rifle like we have on our side would have been cool with them. Like some sort of plasma beam that just, you know, something along those lines. I think would have worked really well. Maybe as you go deeper into the campaign, they hold 2 of them. They get dual combat. Either that or come up with a new weapon for the grunts. Because like I said, otherwise it just kind of feels like it's like tacked on. You know, come to say that, we really didn't get a whole ton of weapons on our side either. We got the SMG and we got a downgraded version of the pistol. We can use the energy sword now, which is definitely cool. But it's just sort of like, what new stuff entered Halo 2 gun-wise? You know, once we go to Halo 3, we're going to get some cool additions, but I guess their sniper rifle there is a cool one. Dual wielding is a cool concept. I'm not trying to knock the game down. I'm just trying to state that, like, you know, maybe there could have been 1 or 2 concepts added here. With that being said, before you say Average Joe hates Halo 2, I love Halo 2. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I'm not picking on it. I just am a firm believer, and you should be able to state how to make something a little bit better. That's just my humble opinion on how to do so in this situation. Maybe it would have been cool to have 1 or 2 rifles, or 1 or 2 weapons per team that were new. Outside of what we got. Maybe I just want more. Maybe I like Halo so much that I'm happy with what I got, but I love the idea of just having more Halo. I could see you making that claim, and I concur, you would be right. Knock that guy out. It almost makes sense here to go back to like where we got the ammunition from and get more ammunition. Like, go back to the supply drop. I almost wish, like, instead of doing one big burst, they did like that. They did it in like 2 or 3 and gave you like strategic weapons that would apply. I get it that they do it that way, so that way you can progress the story any way that you want forward. If you're a sniper, you have the sniper. If you're up and close, you want the shotgun, you get the shotgun. And then you sort of play it out. But like I said in earlier episodes, the one thing I will knock, I will actually give a knock. This is my actual criticism. This is not me saying, good job, but could have been a little bit better. This is my actual knock on it. Okay, maybe, no, it's just a bazooka. I really don't want a bazooka right now. I mean, yeah, that's what I want. I don't know why I didn't grab it. That's what I want. But, yeah, my only true knock is that they just don't give you enough ammunition to get the job done a lot of times in this game. I just wish that they, I don't know, maybe give you a third more of the ammunition. Ooh, you know what would really work here? Anybody think of it? Bueller? Did I even think of it? No, I didn't. I'm a dummy. Because there was weapons up here, you know what I should have done? Is I should have went back and got the bazooka, brought it on board, traded it out for a weapon that I know that I definitely didn't want, so that way I would have the bazooka fully charged, because look at immediately how useful it would have been. I'm a sucker, is what I am. I did not play that right. Man, I feel like a Joe Schmo there. I should have easily just grabbed the bazooka, traded it out for some weapon on the ship that I knew I wasn't going to use. Probably this one, because I picked it up just knowing that it would be nice to shoot some things fast and get it over with. But, yeah, I should have definitely picked up the bazooka, brought it on board, and dropped it off for some weapon that I wasn't going to touch. That would, if you want my sign off for killing your team members, that would have been a good reason to do so. Oh, there's a bazooka on here. Okay. I don't quite understand how to lock on, so that is going to deeply hinder my play performance. I know that it tells me how to do it, but like I've never learned what that button is, and by the time that like I see it pop up and I'm like, oh yeah, that's a capability, I'm already getting shot in the face. So it's not something I've ever taken the time to really master. Plus now there's elites. This is not going swell. Not going swell in the lightest. In the slightest. And with that, let's open another soda pop. Out of ammunition for the bazooka, which is okay. I think it's filled its purpose. Let's go back. Let's grab the SMG. Okay, blast you away. You don't need to be here. Where'd you go? I don't know. There you are. Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. I got him. See that? I always take care of business, ladies and gentlemen. That's all you need to know. Let's load up. I'm going to try and save the shotgun for there. Hopefully I can find it when I come back. But I am going to try and keep that shotgun intact for when we get here. Use all my ballistic... is there a sniper over here? I could swear there was. That was the bazooka. Is that the sniper down there? Yeah. Let's use the sniper first, then the ballistic rifle, then the shotgun. Sort of bleed everything dry while we can. Knock him out. Man, my aim is garbage. Knock him out. Knock him out. Knock him out. Yeah, I'm not going to break through that. He's completely covered from the angle I'd be shooting at. Okay, that's out of ammunition. That's the bazooka average, Joe. You're not going to get anything from there. Pick up that. If you remember, I don't know, was the shotgun something that my partner had and I just saw it for a split second? I really can't tell. This is definitely... I'm not going to spoil it, but, I mean, they're giving us ammunition here for a reason. Let's let this play out.
That's the largest Covenant fleet I've ever seen.
That's no
The
good.
largest anyone's ever seen.
Oh.
Get inside the temple and kill Regret before it can stop us.
Sounds like a plan, Cortana. Where did you spawn from, little one? And he's trying to... Why are you trying to hop up there? You can never even reach the angle you need to reach to shoot us. I don't know. Sometimes these guys puzzle me. Let's use what ammunition we got just to take out, like, this obvious deterrent. And then if we need to get more ammunition, we can come back out here, or we could steal some ammunition off of the elites, or Covenant here. Okay, got him. Come on. Oh my god, there's a lot of them down there. Okay, hide. A hide is for sure needed there. Let's take him on. Let's take him on, buddy. Me and you. It's you and I till the end. Let's go. Okay. Good job, bud. I'm adequately impressed. Take him on, take him on. What do you think you're gonna do to me and my friend? Me and my friend just creamed a whole bunch of your people. I'd like to see you try. Obviously there was a cut there, because he did in fact try, and did in fact clean my clock a bunch of times. There's probably 2 more cuts left in this episode, I think. I'm gonna be full. I wish I left it in there with how cocky I was. But this is one of the hardest sections so far in this game to date, I think. And it's not even that it's really that hard. It's that I didn't understand, like, I don't think it's clear how you're supposed to do it. Like, I just misunderstood the instructions going into this. What you want to do is you want to dual wield these guys. You want to go in and you immediately want to cause a shit show. I'm giving you step-by-step instructions. If any of them are left, they should be able to kill them. Then you want to find, there's about a halfway check mark in here. Regret is in here down the other end of the room. You want to get the halfway check mark as soon as possible. Ideally, you'd like to kill everybody in this room prior to doing that, but that's never going to happen because I think they infinitely respawn in this room. At least I have never seen anything that points to that not happening. As every time I've been in this room, I got completely creamed until I understood. The other big thing, which you will see me misunderstand for a while, is that the way that you're supposed to kill Regret is the same way that you're supposed to board, like, an enemy vehicle. You're supposed to get close and then punch him in the face to death. I did not understand that. So my experience here was that I would shoot him from afar and continuously shoot him while the other potentially endless respawning Covenant came down and just brutally murdered me time and time again. But I think hopefully here I cut to the fantastic result, which is what you'll all want to see. But I left in 1 death, I'm pretty sure. See, so this was sort of my approach, is like, let him do his thing. He's going to respawn here somewhere in the map in a second. There he is. He's going to shoot a huge beam that's going to do a massive amount of damage. Circle around, come out, take pop shots, and then hide. And you can tell as the beams get brighter, he's about to shoot you, and it's going to do a tremendous amount of damage, like the same as like the hunters do. So play it safe. But there's so many Ultra Elites, and I get it because they're protecting him. But now I'll show you the correct way. You can see there's a lot more dead bodies, because I went through and I just was endlessly killing Elites, was my approach moving forward. And then I was just like, I'm just going to go ham, knock him out as soon as possible. I think if I go down here, I'll be able to get off some shots, and then I think a bunch of people come through this doorway. They come down this side first, and then they come through this other side. Yep, there they are. Drop out, get your energy sword out, because he's got one too. And he's going to be cheeky about it. Since he last saw you there, just throw some grenades. These guys won't do much, but they'll do a lot if you're distracted. And I was distracted there. Get him out of the way. Pick your guns back up so that way you can do distance from afar. Because doing distance close range is going to get you shot by that big freaking beam. But then, like I said, none of this matters because you need to get up close and personal. You need to hop on the chair and beat him to death. That's the key here. I probably could have done that right now. I just needed to haul ass over there and start beating him in the face. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you liked this episode. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff is free to do on your end. And greatly motivates me to continue to make videos on my end. We'll be playing this series here for the time being on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And once we wrap up with this series, which I'm getting very close to on the gameplay wise, we'll be moving into Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. Another game that I haven't, it's a game that I haven't fully played, so I'm very excited to make my way through it. Yeah, I'm excited to do that. And then, I think I stated in the previous episode, I actually ordered some other games too as well that I plan on playing in the near future. I guess if you made it to this point, you can get the sneak preview of games that I bought, but I bought the collections of Sly Cooper, which was a game that I liked as a kid. I bought the collections of Ratchet and Clank, and I bought the collections of Jak and Daxter, so those are games that we're going to be playing here on the channel within this year, I would say. Maybe not all of them, but at least that's the plan, is to start playing them, so get through some of those throughout the year here, and hopefully you all are looking forward to that as well, because those are some pretty cool games. But we'll ride on this guy, we'll beat his face in, and we'll call it a day. Like I said, hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you all back here in the next one. We killed regret, and now we can move on with the story. Until the next episode, peace out, Girl Scout.
Our position. We need to get out of here.